Good evening, everyone. We have manager Bud Black here, and we'll go ahead and get started with Nick Rook.
Yeah, hey, buddy. You didn't just choose to pinch hit McMahon in the ninth. You also chose, in a way, to not pinch hit for Welker. What was the decision and there, and how that inning played out? And then separately, what did you think of Welker in his first start?
Well, first of all, I thought, Welk was swinging the bat even yesterday. I thought he had a good swing on the fly ball to center. And I thought his at-bats were good today. And I think that without getting overly technical on the matchup with Kennedy and Welker, Kennedy and Daza, Mack and Kennedy, those are the matchups that we wanted. We wanted Welker to hit against Kennedy, and we wanted Mack to hit against Kennedy and not Daza.
Gotcha. And then
wanted Chuck to hit against Neris. Nick, we think about these things, about the matchup. So, but I thought Welker overall was good. I thought his at-bats were good. Two crisp singles. One was on a changeup against the lefty. After he punched him out on a changeup, the previous at-bat with a changeup down below the zone. The kid had a good changeup. Suarez, he's got good stuff. You can see why his numbers are what they are. He's got a good arm. He's got a live fastball with movement, good command. The changeup is real. Struck Crone out on a breaking ball. He's got a good arm. He's got good stuff. But, I thought Welk was, on time in a lot of swings today.
Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to Paul with MLB.com.
Senzatela tonight only gave up one hit to the first 5 innings, and that was on a slider that Bryce just got enough of. What did you see from him tonight?
I thought he was great. It wasn't a bad pitch to Harper. I got to go look at it, but Fosty looked at it, an inning later when we're able to in the dugout, and he said it was down, on the outside corner. I think it was intended to be down and in, down underneath the swing, but it just shows the talent of Harper to be able to take a pitch down and away from him in the corner of the strike zone and hit an opposite field homer. It's special talent. I thought Senza was great. I really did. I thought he had good slider. I thought the fastball had life to it. I love the fact that he got a couple outs on changeups. Harper hit a changeup there in the sixth off the wall. Daza made a nice play to get it back in. But I thought overall Senzatela was outstanding.
And then just started a 9-game road trip with a big comeback when you're down to your last strike, last out. What's that do for the team? How big a win?
That was a good one. After a rough one yesterday, the guys came out here today with energy, played hard. Senza, set the tone, but their guy did too. We caught a bad break, I thought, on the double play ball by the potential double play ball by Miller. I got to go look at it, but it looked like it took a bad hop on Brendan and popped up on a little bit. We just got the force out, but I thought we played a really good game, against a pitcher that's been throwing the ball well. And they got, 2 guys in the bullpen who shut us down in Alvarado and Neris, and we got to their closer.
Mike Chambers.
Hey, Bud, I think you just answered it, but just if you could comment any more about obviously having 2 outs in the ninth, you're staring at your 5th straight loss, and these guys step up. If you could just talk about the character and the win in general again.
Yeah, just, our guys have done a really good job of playing the entire game, whether it's, 54 outs or extra innings. We keep going. It's a, sort of a thing that shows up in our walk-off wins at home. We keep battling, we keep playing. And a lot of these guys are learning. They really are. I made a comment to Hampson and Rogers right before batting practice about the learning experience that these guys are going through right now to understand what it takes to win and hopefully in time to play, games in October like we did a few years ago that count, when the weather gets a little cooler, the leaves start turning brown. That's what these guys are playing for. And they're learning. And games like this, sink in. The guys remember these types of games in a major market, a great sports town like Philadelphia. to come here with a team that's, biting at the heels of the Braves in a wild card spot. Our guys, played them toe to toe. It was awesome. And, Hilliard, Hampson, Welker, Rogers, Daza, Ruiz, Nunez is, he'll catch one of these games. Diaz, it's great for these guys. So, that's, they're learning.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tracy?
Buddy, how important was it to get Steves back out there tonight in the ninth inning and to have him work through that?
Yeah, I think, Trace, you know how it is. I think it's, you want to get the guy back on the horse as quickly as possible and not have him dwell on, what happened yesterday. It was important. I think it really is. We got, the heart of their order with Harper. We got the first pitch out on a grounder. And then, Miller, who's has been around a little bit, opposite field ground ball hit. McCutcheon, good at bat, looped one down the left field line. Got the out to Gregorius. And then the real challenge, an all-star catcher coming off the bench cold, but, he's done it before, Real Muto. And, we're going to pitch him tough. We're going to make sure that we didn't, give him anything real good to hit. And Carlos got him with the high fastball. So that was great for his confidence, right? I think, he's been pitching well of late, right? There was a lot of consecutive outings and appearances where he really pitched well. And yesterday was a hiccup. It happens to all closers. It happened to their guy tonight. I mean, I mentioned earlier in the afternoon that it happened to a couple guys yesterday, some really good closers that they couldn't close the game out. So, it wasn't just Carlos yesterday. It happens. If people watch box scores, if they watch 15 box scores a day, they'll see that all closers and great relievers aren't invincible. So it was good for Carlos to get back out there. I'm happy for him. So hopefully, again, he can get on a little bit of a roll here.
And the fact that he also had to pitch himself out of a little bit of a mess that he created, as opposed to just 1, 2, 3, they're out.
Yeah, that was good too. Hey, listen, I would have preferred the 1, 2, 3. I think Carlos would have too. But it showed a little resolve that he made some pitches to the last guy for sure. Made a good pitch to Gregorius to get the grounder to second. But the Real Muto at bat was a real test. It really was. So good for him.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys.
Your
Thanks.
time.